If it weren't for some things, one would be happy. But there are things that can demoralize you. Life difficulties, children, grandchildren. Without these things, maybe if you live alone, we can be a little happier and more peaceful.
I personally know that if we had lived according to the times of the companions, I think we would have been happier, more organized and more beautiful.
If we want to be happy, we will repeat the name of Allah, and Allah decrees in His verse that hearts will only be satisfied only through the remembrance of Allah.
فاتحة مع الصلوات. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Dear viewers and listeners, everyone's in pursuit of happiness. Everyone thinks that they'll be happy from a different angle. When the question is asked, so how will you be happy? The holy books give the answer. In order to answer this question, what does the Holy Quran, the Book of Allah, say? We will look at it together. Yes, when we look at the Holy Quran, we clearly understand that the Holy Quran is, first of all, an invitation to happiness. The Holy Quran is a guarantee of happiness. And the Holy Quran is prescription of happiness for people. Because, in the 62nd, 63rd and 64th verses of Yunus Surah, Allah says that, here is Yunus in 64. There are glad tidings in this world and in the hereafter. The glad tiding is happiness, which means that there is happiness for them in this world as well as in the hereafter. Three basic conditions are necessary for happiness. The first condition is that happiness is a continuous process. Second condition. Happiness will reign in our inner world. It will reign in our outer world and in our relations with other people. It must also reign in our relations with Allah. Thirdly, happiness is a state of peace and tranquility. It means the fights are over. And if these three conditions exist, then we are happy. Here are the three conditions for happiness. The first condition is that happiness should be in three worlds: in our inner world, in our outer world, in our relations with Allah. The second condition is that happiness must be permanent. The third condition expresses peace and tranquility in the three worlds, a state in which the quarrel ends. Islam is happiness. Living Islam means experiencing happiness. Allah Almighty has put the design of the life of the companions in the Quran, so that people living in every age can compare the religion they live with the religion in the Quran. The one who wishes to reach Allah has taken the first step towards happiness. When we submit our spirit to Allah, we can experience half of the happiness of the world. All worldly bliss is realized when we purify our soul. That is, when we submit our soul to Allah. Continuous dhikr, continuous remembrance, leads us to uninterrupted happiness. The main way to happiness is to make other people happy. The more happiness we give to others, Allah the Almighty guarantees us the same amount of happiness. If we can be people who dedicate themselves to others, we will be 100% happy under the worst circumstances. Yes. Continuous dhikr is the guarantee of happiness. But can we experience the happiness of continuous dhikr without reaching continuous dhikr? Yes. Our relations with people, that is, our behavior comes into play in this regard. The most important factor in their behavior is living for other people. I mean, to be happy by making them happy. So, in any case, if we want to be like happy people, the indispensable condition for this is to live the 64th verse of Surah Yunus. In order to reach the happiness and glad tidings in the 64th verse of Surah Yunus, a wish is required first. In Surah 13 and Rad 27. Allah chooses whom He wills, and whoever of His chosen ones wishes to reach Him, Allah will deliver their spirits to him. Rad 27 says the same. Let's say we wish to reach. Allah will surely lead us to our religious guide, our holy teacher. Repetition, the name of Allah, is the guarantee of happiness. In Rad 28. Hearts will only be satisfied with the remembrance of Allah. What kind of happiness is dhikr? Dhikr once in a while provides half the happiness of this world and 3 heavens. Much remembrance, much dhikr, it gives 81% of world bliss in the 4th heaven. And the continuous dhikr in Nisa 103 gives all the happiness of the world and provides the 5th heaven. Yes. The law that Allah Almighty presents to us within the framework of relationships is the principle of computational fluid. In other words, one for all and all for one. If we make everyone happy, then everyone will make us happy. Which means permanent world happiness without exception. When we reach continuous dhikr, we become for everyone. Everyone becomes for us. I conclude this conversation by wishing you to reach the bliss of 2 worlds with the blessings of our Master. May Allah be pleased with you all. Al-Fatiha مع الصلوات. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.